up, everybody? I'm Kelsey, and welcome back to another video. Have you ever looked at a Sims townie and thought, what would our babies look like? Well, I want to know what every townie's babies look like. So today we're beginning a science experiment of some sorts to have a baby with every townie to discover which has the hottest babies. There's been recently a new expansion pack, Adventure Awaits, which means there's plenty of more townies to choose from and some pretty weird townies to choose from. I'm looking at you, the bird thing that occurred. As always, we'll be using my fantastic sim, Kelsey Impicciche. Look at her. Bam, 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 bam. She's ready and willing to have all the babies as usual. So if you're new here, or even if you're not, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It is my dream to hit 1 million subscribers, and every new friend counts. So with all that being said, let's make some babies. From this new expansion pack, Adventure Awaits, there are 10 new townies that are of age that I can find. There are, of course, the Chavez-Ralston family, which has Nigel and Sarah. There is the Addam commune, which actually has 4 different Sims, including Skip Broke and Agora. And then there is the Perry family. Of course, Freda is another one. She is an elder, and that's it in the world, actually. But I did some sleuthing, and turns out there's 2 more. So there are Laxmi and Kunal, who were townies that weren't placed in world but were around, so I downloaded them. And then of course there's a peculiar bird. As you can say, visitors may want to keep their eye out for a unique bird too. So we've kept our eye out for a unique bird, and we will see what that bird's babies look like as well. But first up is the Chavez-Ralston family with Nigel here and Sarah. Ooh la la. Both are pretty good looking Sims. I could see them having pretty good looking babies. They obviously already have 2 babies together. We've got twin daughters here, and they're pretty good looking kids as well. But what will Chelsea's children look like? So let's play with some genetics and find out. All right, so far so good, I think, with Nigel and Chelsea's genes, but let's mix it up a little bit. I'm gonna randomize 3 times, and the third one is the one we're gonna go with to compare against all others. So let's randomize this daughter once, actually quite cute, twice, 3 times. Okay, the jaw, I mean, there's a chin going on. Color me surprised. We can work with this. The hair obviously didn't come from either of these Sims, so we're gonna fix that up. But honestly, okay, so we're gonna name her Nigel Jr. just to keep track of who her father is. All right, and Nigel Jr., a fairly good looking Sim. So I'm going to give Nigel a makeover, but I will not be touching anything that makes Nigel Nigel. So anything that couldn't be adjusted like easily, I'm not going to adjust, but we can adjust the hair. I think that's fair because Nigel and Chelsea don't have this type of hair texture. And so I think I want to keep it a little more natural. So let's look at the new hairs from this pack. Okay, so there's this one. Honestly, I think it looks quite cute on Nigel Jr. There's this one, nice little braid moment, and this one as well. So there's a couple different ones. The hair looks quite dark in this shade versus this, even though it's the same hair swatch. It's kind of interesting. But I think for Nigel, I don't love any of these, to be honest. She has such like a really like square jaw. I'm thinking we need some sort of softer hair texture to really jazz it up. So let's maybe go into my custom content. Yeah, see, this like kind of wave structure really complements, I think, her face shape. And honestly, I feel like the brows are kind of working, but I would like to see something maybe softer on her just to see whether or not I want to stick with it. So let's try a little bit of a softer brow. See, I think that's quite nice. So we're gonna do that. On all of mine, I use the same skin details because I love skin details. So we're gonna say this is the makeup of the Sim, all right? So we're gonna add some skin details. Yes! Okay, we're gonna remove those lashes because I'm not about them, okay? I'm giving her falsies. I'm giving her the lash, okay? So that's it. Oh my gosh, all right, she's coming together. Honestly, let's give her a new shoe because I just don't think these shoes match the outfit. I think a flat could work with this piece. So let's do like a little black crisscross moment. And this is Nigel Jr. Is Nigel Jr. hot? I think so, actually. I think she's kind of a babe. So Nigel does make hot babies, confirmed. All right, so Nigel Jr., welcome to the family. Next up, we're gonna have Sarah. Now, will Sarah make hot babies? My guess is yes. She's hot, look at her, okay? The one thing I've noticed about The Sims is that the hottest townies always end up not being single, but that's part of the fun of doing it this way. So here's Sarah and Chelsea combined. Let's randomize 3 times and see what we get. Let's randomize once. Oh, she's cute. Let's randomize twice. She cute. Okay, let's randomize 3 times. I like it. Okay. All right, so this is Sarah Jr. And honestly, I'm pretty impressed. She does seem to have lost a bit of chin. As we can see, Sarah Sr., a lot more chin, like a lot wider too. And then Chelsea does have a bit of a narrow chin, I will admit, but not quite to the level of Sarah Jr. I think Sarah Jr. has the narrowest of the chins, but I'm not gonna touch it for now, okay? The bangs are so cute on her, honestly, but I think I can do better. So let's check out maybe a custom content with bangs. I do like the bangs on her. I think it's quite cute. Okay, I like that. I think I like the thicker bang though versus the thinner bang, if we're gonna do a bang at all. That's pretty cute on her. I like the ponytail too. She's a cute sim. All right, let's give her those skin details and the lashes. Yeah, wow, she doesn't need a lot with her makeover here. I haven't even seen her brows, but that's kind of the benefit of having the bangs, is that the brows are a non-issue. Oh, she's got really thin brows. Let's give her more of a brow. There you go. Honestly, Sarah Jr.'s hot. The fit is interesting. I don't think these things go together, but I think they could go together. Actually, they can't, because all of these have gold and all of this has silver. But she's got this kind of like punk vibe to her, which I do kind of like. It's giving like grunge. So maybe I'll look at the grunge outfits for her. The first girl, I think she already had kind of a very easy outfit. So I was like, I'll just keep that. But this one, nah. Let's go for the grunge revival. Give her something cute that's also grungy. Let's go for this tee. And then for the bottoms, ooh, yes. See, that is so much better. And we'll keep those shoes actually, because I think it all ties it together. But Sarah Jr., hot, official. Okay, is she hotter than Nigel? I think so. I think she's hotter than Nigel, it's close though, because Nigel's quite hot, but look how pretty she is. So Sarah Chavez-Ralston makes the hottest Sims so far. We've done one family, so let's check the next one. All right, so next up, we're going to work on the Kunal family. Now, what are their relationships? It doesn't seem like Laxmi or Raheel have a relationship, but they have the same last name. So I kind of guessed that they were related in some way, either married or siblings or something, but it seems like they're not. So that's a shame on me for thinking that people with the same last name are related anyway. But first up, we got Raheel Kunal. He's hot. Let's be real, okay? Raheel, unattached little fisherman guy in this world. I feel like this townie is going to be a lot of people's main interest in terms of having babies with a sim. There's also Skip, but I feel like Raheel seems a little more like daddy energy than Skip. We'll see Skip in a minute though. But let's start out with Raheel. I think he's gonna make hot babies, but I don't know if his genetics will play nice with Chelsea. So we'll just have to see about that. But honestly, so far so good. Okay, let's randomize 3 times and see what we get. That's 1. Ooh, no, that's 2. Raheel's children love the makeup. And let's do round 3. Okay. What's interesting is that sometimes The Sims kind of goes off the wall in terms of like skin tone. I think Raheel's is a little less warm undertoned, but I think I'm gonna go with this. I think this might be pretty interesting. All right, so Raheel Jr., welcome. I'm not obsessed with everything going on with Raheel's look right now. The headband, for some reason, is just not it for me because she already has very voluminous hair. Her chin, as you can see, non-existent. Let's check the receipts to see if that should be so. All right, so nope, Chelsea's got a lot more chin than that. And Raheel, I bet he has quite a chin. He does. Look how tiny her chin is. It's actually like deeply unfair, and I will be adjusting that. I can't leave that. I'm sorry. I didn't even adjust it that much and it already looks so much better. And you know what? I did what I did. I have no regrets, and I would do it to any other sim if I felt the need. So Raheel Jr., you're not getting special treatment yet. Ooh. The green eyes is really doing it for me to be honest. Now, this hair texture, again, does not represent either of the parents, so I'm going to change it, but she does rock it. I'm not gonna lie. She looks fantastic in it. But let's change it to something that is a little more realistic because Raheel, he has wavy hair at best, and Chelsea also has kind of like a straight wave kind of situation. So Raheel Jr., I'm gonna give also wavy hair, but she looked awesome in, I believe those were locks. Those are some of my custom content ones. And she looks phenomenal in it. But I think we're gonna go with something more like this. Oh, that looks so good. I love the kerchief. It gives camp. And her dad has a bit of like a little kerchief around his head too, as you can see. So we can kind of match that, which is quite cute. So we're gonna give her like a dark red kind of look to kind of be similar to her dad's. I'm not seeing a lot of cute red patterns, so I think I might just do dark red. That is so pretty though. Or the green honestly would go with her eyes. All of these are pretty cute. Oh, I like that one too. Wow. Okay, I think I'm gonna do something simple because I could go all day with this. So we're gonna do just that. She is in kind of like a workout clothing look, so maybe we should do one of these workout pieces. So let's get her a cute little fit. Yeah, this looks good. And then we can do kind of a bottoms. She looks like she'd be like a little hiker queen. And honestly, I think this is a cute fit. Is Raheel Jr. hot? Absolutely. Also, wait, what happened to the hair color? I feel like I accidentally went rose gold with it. I think it's just like the color combo with her skin tone, but she's beautiful. I think Raheel is definitely top 3. I mean, there are only 3, but I think Raheel's right up there with Sarah for me. Gosh, it would be hard to choose between these two, and I don't have to yet, so we're gonna find out later. Next up is Laxmi. So Laxmi, they are very cute. They have very big cheeks that are very sweet. They have a smaller lip and chin situation, very big eyes. So I'm excited to see what Laxmi's combo with Chelsea is gonna turn out to be, okay? I think it'll be pretty good, but we'll have to see because it could be the chin disappears. However, that would just be normal because Laxmi, they don't have a big chin. So that actually wouldn't be the Sims, it would just be genetics at that point. All right, but anyway, let's randomize this daughter once, okay, twice, okay, 3 times. Okay, personally, I think the one before it looks like the most realistic version of the two together, just because you see like the fuller cheeks and the kind of more demure chin and everything. So I think that this actually is the one I'm gonna go with. Now, did I say we should always randomize them 3 times? Absolutely. But it's my rules and I get to do what I want. So Laxmi Jr. is here and we are ready to go, okay? All right, so Laxmi Jr. honestly has a bit of a pout, okay? And the eyebrows are giving angry eyebrow. So we're gonna soften that up just a touch. I still like the like more, I guess, significant eyebrow. I think that one's a good one. Let's give Laxmi those skin details and lashes. All right, and then hair-wise, honestly, I love this hair. I think it's great, the braids, but I do think with this face shape, because her face shape is very pear-shaped, I think that she could look nice with something like with a little fullness on the bottom. Like how cute is that, honestly? But I think she could rock the braids if she wanted to, but I do want to change it up a little bit just to match the texture of Laxmi's hair as well. I do like this. I like a little short vibe for Laxmi. I think this is nice, actually. I like the leather jacket. The pants aren't my favorite, so I might change it up with the pants. Just something else. I don't like these. Let's do, yeah, that one's fine. I think I like this kind of wash, and then we can do kind of a dark boot to match. And I think this is a cool fit, actually. I love the thumb ring. I think Laxmi's pretty cool. And Laxmi, I think, is pretty hot. Very baby-faced, though, which I love. Here's the thing. I think Nigel Jr. is really pretty and has like some really unique features. But personally, my favorite, I think, is still Sarah Jr. and Raheel Jr. are 2 of my favorites thus far. So you guys can argue with me in the comments, and I hope you do. But that's where the ranking stands for now. I think Laxmi is also quite up there, maybe in 3rd place. But again, I don't have to rank them yet. We do that all at the end. So let's find our next victims. I mean, science experiment volunteers. All right, so Freda Perry, our elder fitness queen, is next up. She's got that body oddy. I hope I look like Freda someday. Like, she is such a goddess, and I love the pink and blue. So cute. Freda lives with Dougie Perry, who's quite a little bean. But obviously teens and younger are exempt from this experimentation because I'm trying to go for Sims you could have children with as soon as you get in game, right? So let's see what Freda has to offer genetics wise when mixed with Chelsea. All right, we're gonna randomize this daughter once, twice, all right, and 3 times. Okay, yeah, you know what? Let's go for it. I feel like definitely I'm seeing a little bit of both. The gray is always entertaining because I feel like whenever you have babies with elders, they always keep the gray hair as a genetics thing, even though I don't think Freda probably had gray hair her whole life, considering that Dougie Perry is Freda's son, I believe, and Dougie has dark hair. So I'm gonna give Freda Jr. dark hair, but let's go off, okay? Freda Jr. I think is quite pretty. I like the curls and the short hair, but I kind of want to rock one of these newer styles. So let's see, because I have a lot of really pretty styles for this hair texture. We're gonna go for a different brow. Maybe I like the fluffy on Freda, so let's go for that. Eye shape is quite interesting on Freda, honestly. Is that the same eye shape as Freda Senior? A little bit, not quite though. It's a little different, which is interesting. But let's get some lashes on, see how we're doing here. I'm gonna do a little less lash just to not be too much with it. So maybe something more like that I think is better. The brows are still not working for me. Yeah, I think that one, a little trimmer is nice on Freda's face. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's so many different hairs I could give Freda. I mean, obviously this first one is really cute, but there are so many that we have. Like, look at that. That is so pretty. Okay, I think I might go with the braids for Freda. I love Freda's little dress. She definitely got Freda the muscle mommy's body. Let's do maybe like a sneaker, maybe the green. Yeah, okay. So Freda Jr. I think Freda Jr. is quite cute. Would I say Freda Jr. is like the hottest sim that we've made thus far? I don't know, but she does look cute. I mean, I think their genetics went really well together, honestly. So I think she's definitely up there. Like, she just, oh my gosh, she rocks every hairstyle. I feel like I can't really pick. Oh, that one's pretty too. Last one, this one, I think. But Freda is a hot sim. So you could do worse, Freda Perry. Good job. Good job, muscle mommy. All right. Unfortunately, now this means we've pretty much maxed out our household. So I have to make some decisions, okay? Of our 5 daughters, who are we gonna keep with us as like the top 2? This is really tough. I definitely think Sarah is still a really high contender for me. And I really do think Raheel. But Freda, oh, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go with Raheel. But that was tough, okay? So next up is the Addam commune, which has 4 different sims to have babies with. We're gonna start up with Jane Addam, who is our master mixologist who's jealous and loyal and ambitious. Interesting. But instead of getting into Jane's lore, let's get into Jane's band. And figure out what would Jane's baby look like. All right, so Jane definitely has a different face shape than Chelsea, a little more jaw, which is nice, and just a bit of some soft difference features. So I'm excited to see how they combo. All right, so let's randomize once. Oh, I like her. Randomize twice. Ooh, okay, and randomize 3 times. Ah, okay, I'm gonna go with this one. So this is our Jane Jr. Jane Jr. loves an accessory, it seems like, but let's take these glasses off, see what we're working with underneath here. Ooh, okay, I love the strong brow, but I don't like the shape of them. So let's go for like a different strong brow. So maybe something like that is quite nice. It looks like we've got the type of hair that has like the grays in it, but since she's younger, we're gonna take the grays out and make it less. So this is kind of what we're working with. This is obviously one of the hairs that has like a alternate version that has colors in it. I don't really want that. So let's pick out a different hair here. I'm gonna go with this one for Jane Jr. Jane Jr. has a very interesting kind of look to her. It's actually Jane's coloring in terms of skin tone and hair, which I really like, but it's a little bit more of Chelsea's jaw structure, I think. But lips, I definitely think are Jane's lips. Yeah, definitely. So she looks pretty spitting image, honestly, to Jane Jr., which is quite exciting. Jane Senior has a shorter hair, and I have been doing really long hair, so maybe it's time to try out a couple shorter hairs. That one's so good, actually. I love that with her. She's looking good. Let's get her some lashes. Although, honestly, the lashes she has on, I normally don't like the EA lashes, but they look good with her. She's giving classic, like, winter-y colors, except for her skin tone's a little warmer toned. but she's very pretty. And she's got this very pretty body shape too. Okay, let's give her something really cute, like a dress to wear. Although I know she's rocking something a little different, but I just think that her body is tea. Like we should show it off, you know? Let's see if we've got like a good kind of fit for her. I mean, look at that. Look at the hips. Yeah, she's got a really cute figure. Oh my gosh. Oh, that looks so cute on her. Am I crazy? I feel like I'm a little nuts, but I think that's so pretty. I love that she has all these accessories. I'm like, no, I'm gonna put her in some of my favorite fits because I want to. Sorry, I'm not sorry about that. Look how cute she is. Ah, let's get her some little leggings. I know I'm getting distracted, but she's just so cute. Look at her. Ah, Jane Jr. I styled her too much, I know. But Jane Jr. is cute, okay? She's rocking it. Is she as cute as Sarah Jr.? Maybe not, sorry. Sarah Jr. is still my ride or die. I love Sarah Jr. so much, but Jane Jr.? Okay, we turned that around. And that's on giving your sim a cutie makeover, okay? All right, next up we have Star Addam. Star has the adorable freckles and some like kind of crisp white hair. Star's features are real interesting. I like that Star has like darker brows and white hair. It makes me think that maybe Star might be dyeing her hair or her brows. Something's going on. That or Star is a little older. She is an adult. So it could be that, you know, maybe she's got some lighter hair, but oh my gosh, wait, I want to see her teeth. Show me the teeth. She's got a gap. I love a gap. Oh my gosh. All right, Star. I hope our daughter has your gap tooth because I think they're so cute. All right, let's randomize what. Oh my gosh, she's got the freckles. I want the freckles and the gap tooth most. Let's randomize once. All right, twice. All right, 3 times. Okay, what an interesting combo. No gap tooth, but I can add it. So I'm gonna do that really quick, honestly. I know I said I wouldn't change anything that like you couldn't actually change easily, but I can't not do it. We have to have the gap tooth. The hairstyle is, okay. I was wondering, I was like, we were on this one. And so I was like, what is her actual hair color? But we did get the silvery white, which honestly is very cute. I've done a lot of the longer cuts. We could do a shortcut, but honestly, I feel like we already know what that looks like because Star Addam has a shortcut and Star Jr. looks so much like Star Senior, honestly. Like she looks pretty much spitting image except for maybe the eye color. Honestly, it's really close though. They both have blue eyes. So it's about the same. I'm gonna give a different brow color than the hair color just to be like same. And we're gonna mix it up a little bit. There you go. But okay, we have the same hair color. Yeah, I wanna see it with like a different style. So let's see. Oh my gosh. She could be maybe one of my favorites. She's so pretty. Wow. Okay. All right. Hold on. Oh, the gap tooth. I got my dreams, guys. I got the freckles and the gap tooth, 2 for 2. I like those little braids around the face. I think that's quite nice, actually. So we're going to go with that. We're going to give a little skin detail at the top here. Okay, perfect. It didn't take away the freckles. I was worried about that. And then we're going to take away her lashes and give her some new ones. Now, these are quite dark for her face, so I actually am going to give her some brown lashes. Okay, Star Jr. is really pretty. Really pretty. I think that I really recommend everyone having babies with Star. Just because I think I love the gap tooth and the freckles. I think Star Addam just has a very unique look that I don't see in a lot of Sims. So I think that that's really a fun fit. Okay, so I like this little top, but I do think it'd be more fun to be in a different color just because it's a lot of monotone. So let's give her that. I like the jean shorts. Let's do maybe like a blue, be a little more simple. And then honestly, I like the shoes too. I just want to match the color a bit more. Or we could do a little yellow to match the poppy yellow. I love her. I think she could be my favorite, but I'd have to see later. Next up, we have Skip Broke. So Skip Broke seems like the most obvious choice for a townie that's unattached that you might have a baby with. He's got a little bit of the wrinkles, you know, he's an adult, so he's a little aged, but I think he's looking good. His style's not my favorite, but I want to see what would our children look like because it does very much seem like this would be the type that Chelsea would normally pick. So let's randomize once, twice, 3 times. Okay, sure. Okay, Skip Jr. Well, let's take off all the makeup first. Okay, so much better now. Let's change the brow. I like the green eyes. I think that's really pretty. All right, the headband. The Sims love putting this headband on right now. Oh, what's going on with the pen and stuff? Is that part of the hair? That's so interesting. I don't think I've seen this hair before. So that seems like it could be new. Let's put on our face details and let's pick a different hair. Maybe like a medium. I like a little bob moment here. That's a cute sim. I think he makes a solid daughter mixed with your sim. I mean, I don't even think I need to change her outfit. I think it matches her vibe. Let's just give her maybe like a pink shoe that is a little closer to something she'd wear. But honestly, yeah, this looks like a teen girl for sure. Skip Jr. is cute. Is she like the most unique sim? No, but I think he has fairly good genes, especially if your sim is also blonde haired, blue eyed like him. Like, I think that he's gonna make a sim that looks a lot like your sim. So she looks a lot like Chelsea. I think there's some Skip in there. I think it's the green eyes, but the rest of the face shape is giving all Chelsea, to be honest. And I'm not mad. I think Chelsea's a cute sim because I made her. So I'm biased though. But last but not least is, I think, my favorite of this household. It is Agora. Agora is beautiful. I remember seeing her and thinking like, she's really hot. So I think she's gonna have hot kids. I love the freckles. I love the green eyes and brown hair and tanned skin. Like, I just think she's a really beautiful sim. So we should all be so lucky to have babies with Agora, and we will be. So we're gonna randomize once. Okay, twice. Oh my gosh, I want that sim though. 3 times. Okay, never mind. Agora Jr. Honestly, this whole look is kind of a slay already. Like, you don't even need to change too much. I mean, none of it goes, but she's just, I think she's pulling it off and I can't explain why. You know, I never really give my Sims glasses, and that's because I mostly want to see their face, but they're working on her. So maybe I'll give her kind of these wired glasses in a similar color. The brows, I think, are fine. Honestly, I love that she got the freckles. So cute. Oh my gosh. I mean, she's pretty. She's one of those Sims that like, she could wear whatever and she's gonna just be beautiful. I've got to choose one because she's got things on her arms too. So let's remove all that. So that way we can have both. Oh my gosh, she's really pretty. I really like this hairstyle on her. I tend not to like it on Sims, but she's crushing it. But honestly, I think she could literally wear whatever she wants because she's so beautiful. Wow. Everything looks good on this sim. I am in awe. I am in awe. Oh my gosh. I like this on her a lot. Let's remove the necklace. It's not really working for me. We'll just do a different one really quick, I think. Maybe, yeah, just like a little cute silver guy. Yeah. This dress is not working because she's got silver all up top, but like we could do something different. Maybe like, sure, that'll be fine, I think. The shoes I like, but I think that they're not quite it. So maybe we'll just do a sneaker. So I'm a little boring like that, to be honest, style-wise. But Agora Jr., perfect. Beautiful sim. Like, that's a beautiful sim. No notes. The chin's a little small, but I think it's okay. So honestly, you can't go wrong with having a baby with the Addam commune. That's Kelsey approved. So far, we haven't really found a sim we can't make look beautiful, but there's always time. Which brings us to our final household. And that, my friends, is Pruella Perry. Now, Pruella Perry is the new kind of like occult sim in the world. Pruella Perry is rocking like what seems to be this like random fit. I don't even know where you get this, to be honest. But this is Pruella Perry. She is like one of the random occults that's walking around. But when you add her to your household, she ends up looking like this. And she's really cute. So we're gonna go with both of them. My guess is that whoever Chelsea has a baby with will end up looking more like this Pruella rather than this bird version. But I wanna see. I want to see what's gonna happen. Yeah, as expected, it just looks like a normal kid. But I like the blue hair, so we'll just have to see, okay? Yeah, it looks like the Pruella is actually just a costume and that the Sim's just gonna look like the other version. That's a disappointment in my personal opinion, but we're gonna see what this daughter looks like anyway, because I'm kind of excited by it. So let's randomize once, twice, 3 times. Okay, all right. I'm not mad at that, honestly. I like the shaved head. Am I and there's a heart on the corner. Oh my gosh, I really like that actually. The shock of the century is that Pruella Jr. is actually like a pretty good looking sim. Kind of wild. Was not expecting that. I was kind of hoping that the sim would look like absolutely insane, but she just looks normal. I like the nose ring. I think it's cute. Maybe we're gonna go with like a silver or like just a gold. I think it's silver. And then the earrings, I'm not as into like the earrings. Let me find them. The butterflies, I think they're cute, but just a little too much. Those are my custom content earrings, but I never use them because they kind of look awkward. Let's just like remove everything here. And then I'm gonna put the nose ring back on. Got a lot of nose rings today, honestly. You know what? I'm gonna put on a nose ring, but I'm just gonna put on this little piercing on the side. I think that's cute. I'm sorry, okay? I think it's cute. Let me live. All right, anyway, we're gonna put on the skin details and give some lashes, although Pruella Jr. doesn't seem to need them, but because she's pretty. That's a pretty sim right there. The fit is bizarre. I don't like this t-shirt on both, but there is a t-shirt of her namesake, so we're gonna go with that. Boom. And there you have it. This is Pruella Jr. and shockingly enough, a stunning upset because Pruella Jr. is a beautiful sim. I was not expecting that. I was kind of hoping there to be like one wild and crazy sim, but really all of them are adorable. I don't know if I could choose. I think if I had to, Pruella or Sarah are top two for me of sims to have babies with. But honestly, all of the sims turned out really cute. I also love Star as well. And I loved Agora. So I think you really can't go wrong with having sims in the new expansion pack. Let me know in the comments which your favorite combo was. And if you want to see more of these videos, I have them from all the different expansion packs. I'm still working through the original ones as well. So you can check those out on my playlist. And until next time, I'll see you around the internet very soon. Bye!